Lincoln Riley just pulled a KD on Oklahoma. Now, I know what you're sitting there thinking, yo, Matt, what is a KD? A KD is Kevin Durant, and Kevin Durant snaked over Oklahoma City and went to the Warriors, the same thing that Lincoln Riley did with Oklahoma and USC. Lincoln Riley is the new modern-day Kevin Durant, and he Kevin Duranted Oklahoma. Let's just say a lot of people are not on Lincoln Riley's side, and they feel like he snaked over the program and the kids. We're going to touch on all of it in just a second. Apparently, he told them he wouldn't leave, and as we know, he left. We're going to take a look at all the interesting details currently going on, but first, if you guys want to see a double upload, let's get this video. I'm going to test y'all 300 likes in 1 hour, and we'll double upload today. I don't set a lot of like goals on this channel. It's fun every now and then. You guys seem to like it. You always crush it. 300 likes and we'll do it. Also, I know there's a lot of new people watching. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. Join the family. Hey, we like talking about college football over here. We're building a great community. I appreciate y'all. Let's look at this tweet real quick. We're just going to jump straight into it. Quote unquote, Lincoln Riley looked at a lot of recruits in the eye this past year and told them he wasn't going anywhere, that he was the Sooners head coach for the long haul. Those kids that took him in at his word are hurting today. Some I spoke to were in tears. This sucks for most of them. That right there is a perfect example as to why I'm in favor of the transfer portal. If these coaches can leave without telling these recruits and just up and go out of nowhere, the players should be allowed to transfer whenever they want. I get it. Not everybody's a fan of the transfer portal. Some kids, they leave too early, like Tate Martell. They don't fight for the job. Overall, I think it's okay, especially in scenarios like this. You can look at it how you want. In my opinion, business is business. Even if he did lie to the kids, you guys, you watching this video, if you're grown, you know, business is business. That's all I know to say. Lincoln Riley, or almost anybody, doesn't care to snake over people when it comes to money. Not too many people have integrity nowadays in 2021. He basically lied to his players, lied to the recruits, and said, F them kids, I don't care, I'm getting my money. I know there's going to be a lot of people hating on him. I'm going to give you my opinion and my take. It doesn't bother me that much. It's a dog eat world. I'm not necessarily saying I agree with how he handled it, but I understand it. If y'all want to be quick to criticize Lincoln Riley, I'm going to offer you this. In a year or two, nobody's going to remember this, and Nick Saban even said he wasn't going to take Alabama's job before he did that, so he lied. This isn't the first time a big-time head coach has lied. I know a bunch of you remember when Nick Saban lied about not taking the Bama job. My biggest question is, what went on behind the scenes? Did he talk to the team and apologize and say, you know, something happened? I would respect that more, but we don't know. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say he didn't call up every single recruit individually and say, hey, sorry about lying to you, I'm going to USC. Is it a snake move? Yes. At the end of the day, he's looking out for himself and his family, and I can't fault him that much. And like I said, we don't got to agree on it. That's the beauty of college football. We're going to agree on some things, disagree on others. Let me know how you feel. If it wasn't bad enough they've lost their head coach, they lost the game Saturday, things are continuing to get worse. They've already lost 3 to 4 recruits. I don't want you to take this lightly. If you are an Oklahoma fan, I would be really worried right now. Things couldn't get much worse. The only bright side about all this, Bob Stoops has been named the interim head coach, and I'm sure he'll do a good job. It's not like they got some random defensive or offensive coordinator. Bob Stoops can coach. Let's look at another tweet. Quote unquote, Bob Stoops handed Lincoln Riley a Porsche. Riley drove the Porsche for a few years, then decided to park it on the side of a road and jumped into another Porsche that needs a new engine. Why did I read you that tweet? Because I couldn't have said it any better myself. Lincoln Riley inherited a great situation in Oklahoma, and he continued to make it even better. Some are saying, yo, why in the world would he go to USC when that's a terrible team, a terrible program over the last few years? Let me tell you something. It doesn't matter what kind of car you got, you could have a brand new Porsche, but if it doesn't have an engine in it, it's not going to go. To go along with that tweet, yes, USC is a pretty car, a pretty school, but it doesn't have that great engine, and it hasn't had that great engine. I think Lincoln Riley is the engine that makes the Porsche go. Hopefully that made sense to you. It made sense to me. I haven't really thought about it too much before this video. It's hard for me to judge Lincoln Riley on his coaching ability. Yes, he's been dominating the Big 12, but me personally, I don't respect the Big 12. I don't think they're that great. Let's look at the facts. He hasn't won a national championship, and every time they get to the playoff, they don't do that much. Here's what I'm trying to say. He doesn't have that signature win that has wowed me over just yet. Currently, right now, I don't think there's a lot of great college football coaches. I can't even give you a top 3. I can give you a top 2. In my opinion, Nick Saban, obviously, he's the best right now. He's the GOAT. And Kirby Smart stick out to me. They're head over heels better than everyone else. Besides Kirby and Nick, who else would you throw in that elite category? I wouldn't throw Jim Harbaugh in there, and I wouldn't throw Ryan Day in there either. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I forgot about him. Dabo Swinney. Okay, Dabo Swinney, Nick Saban, and Kirby Smart, they're my top 3 right now. I'm not the biggest Dabo Swinney fan. I think he's a little corny and cheesy. I gotta respect greatness though. I gotta throw him in there for what he's done the past couple of seasons. But what I'm saying is Dabo Swinney, he's got a couple national championships. He's won that big time game. Nick Saban has won that big time game. And Kirby Smart's done a great job at Georgia so far. For Lincoln Riley, it's super hard for me to throw him in that conversation. I'm not saying he can't get there. He could get there at USC. But he's going to have to beat a team in the college football playoff like an Alabama, Georgia, or Clemson to change my mind. If you thought all eyes were on Oklahoma with the Spencer Rattler and Caleb Williams drama, when we're watching this bowl game coming up wherever they play, it's going to be more eyes than ever. I don't know what it is about Oklahoma this year. They are the kings of drama with college football, and they're easily, without a doubt in my mind, the most interesting school to talk about. It could be the head coach, the quarterback, whoever. They always got something going on. They already had my attention with Caleb Williams playing quarterback. He's electric. Now this mess going on, you better believe I'm going to watch that bowl game. The only question left for this video we got to answer and we got to talk about is what's next for Lincoln Riley. Are we talking about a situation where he can go in there and be maybe 11-1 or 10-2 in his first season? I don't see why not. Here's why. The Pac-12 is the worst Power 5 conference I've ever seen in my life. They're pitiful. Nobody respects the Pac-12, and they haven't shown reasons to get respected. They have the players and recruits, but here's their problem. All of them 4- and 5-star recruits, they leave California, the West Coast, to go play for Clemson, Alabama, Ohio State. Look at Bryce Young at Alabama. He was a California kid. How does Alabama steal him from the West Coast? It doesn't make sense. But now Lincoln Riley, he's going to be landing those recruits. He's not going to get all the recruits. Alabama, Clemson, all the teams, they're going to get their fair share. I guarantee you, Lincoln Riley, he's going to get more than what USC has been getting recently. There's not a better opportunity for him to come into. They're not putting heavy expectations on him. They'll give him 1 to 2 years. They're okay with rebuilding because they know he's a great and established coach. I just don't think it's going to take long to rebuild in the Pac-12 like it would the SEC if he went to LSU. You're talking about if he goes to LSU, he's going to have back-to-back losing seasons more than likely. Okay, maybe I exaggerated that. Not losing seasons, but not great seasons like the Pac-12. The Pac-12 is simply just that bad, and if you're a Pac-12 fan, I mean that with full offense. I don't respect y'all. I never will until you change my mind. You know how earlier in this video I said I don't think the Big 12 is all that great? With that being said, I still think they're 5 times better than the Pac-12. Nobody from the Big 10, the Big 12, the ACC, or the SEC is scared to play a Pac-12 team. I know some of you are going to be like, oh, well, Ohio State lost to Oregon. That was early in the season. I don't care about that. Nobody's fearing the Pac-12, and nobody's feared USC. I'm going to say this. I don't think too many teams are going to want to play him in the up-and-coming seasons. You can hate the man, hate the move all you want. He's only shown me he's a winner, and I think he's going to take that tradition over to USC. I guess we'll have to wait and see. I didn't mean to say it like that. It turned out to be CEC. You know what I'm trying to say. Let me know your thoughts on all this down below. But with that being said, let's go wrap up this video. Y'all want to see a double upload? Smash that like button. And as always, let's be great. Hit that subscribe. Leave a like. Do all that nice stuff. I'm out. Peace.